initially I was very much in favor of these laws, and my stance changed from in favor of the laws to actually repealing this laws was something I also believed in. Why did I change this stance? I am going to explain that. Okay, so initially my assumption was that the farmers are at the core, because government is talking about doubling farmers income, bringing reforms which can increase, give a big boost to the agriculture sector. In fact, Prime Minister Modi coming on various platforms and saying how this can be a boost to agriculture. So I said maybe there are some problems in the bill, but these can be resolved. Ideally, these laws should have taken farmer at the core and everything else around it. I said let me change that assumption. If that is flawed, everything will be flawed. Let me bring the corporates to the center, to the core, and see if the other things fall in place. And when I did that, the other things started falling in place. When I kept agriculture in the center, the other things were not falling in place. Okay, if the agriculture is in the center, what will happen is that the government will try to protect the rights of the farmers and would try to say that, okay, we are anyway saying the income is going to be doubled, then why not have price assurance, set a base price beyond which the market forces can act. Say for example, I am a papaya grower, okay, and my cost of production is say rupees 10. Okay, so what should be the minimum price I should be getting? According to the Swaminathan committee report, it should be rupees 15 per kg. Okay, and when I'm going to sell it outside, 15 ke upar, whatever based on the demand and supply, if the demand is high, the prices can go up. If the demand is low, the price can come down, but I should be assured a minimum price of rupees 15, because otherwise as a farmer I'll be at loss. For corporates, they are never at loss because they set their price themselves. They take into account the cost of production and they take into account the other costs that they might be incurring and some profits, and after that they sell it. And this selling price के ऊपर भी कई बार जाते हैं and sometimes a little नीचे, but they will never go below a certain price where they will incur losses. Okay, so when all the corporates, government and all entities are allowed to have a minimum base price, why not the farmers? Why the government is excluding farmers from this? And the second thing, civil court को बार कर दिया. I mean, that's a democratic right. कुछ भी problem हो, if your idea is it should be fast tracked, 30 days में resolve करना है. That is why the government is arguing that the subdivisional magistrate will be able to do it in 30 days. But the subdivisional magistrate does not have the subject matter expertise that this agriculture system will require. So that is why we would need special courts to come in, fast track courts to solve the farmers. And with the law, basically they should be assured of the prices within 3 or 4 days time, and maximum, if there is a dispute, it should be resolved in 30 days time. 30 days to diya, but the authority to go to the court has been removed. And who will this benefit? This will benefit the corporates. Now, SDM is someone who is appointed by the government. The SDM will not have the jurisdiction. So for example, the corporate is staying in Mumbai or in Delhi. So the SDM is someone who is in the farmers district. Okay, he might not have the jurisdiction to ask the corporate it could be something which was written in the contract earlier that they are not paying enough price. Whatever the dispute is, it cannot be resolved by the subdivisional magistrate. But majorly the bar on the civil court was something which was very unconstitutional. Important point which basically takes away any liability from the corporates is the Article 18 in the same bill and in Article 13 of the first bill. Initially they have said that central government will not be liable, state government will not be liable, the SDM will not be liable. But ये और other person क्या है? So or any other person would mean that it is a corporate. It could be a corporate. So this is where it is very dangerous that the corporate will not be done for a legal prosecution. Hoarding करने दे रहे हैं, ठीक है? If your idea was कि cold storage and such infrastructure should be built, then you when will the prices strike? When hundreds of tons or thousands of tons are being stacked. Okay, and cold storages are never that huge. So cold storages के लिए you could have set a limit, say 50 tons, 100 tons. इसके beyond आप एक particular cold storage में नहीं store कर सकते in one particular geography. That is not being put in the bill in the Essential Commodities Amendment Act. Okay, and this will help the corporates to sell at a price, say like I had taken the example of 50 rupees per kg onion based normal price hai. So they can sell it at 60, 70, 80 and the government will not come in, they will hoard and let the price rise. Okay, so these are some of the things which I thought that the farmers interest is not kept at the core and the corporates thing is kept at the core, and all the things are falling properly when I take the corporates at the core. Another thing why I believe that the corporates were given the benefits, because the farmer consultations did not happen. The farmers did not ask for it, that is first. Okay, the government might be thinking progressively, but then they could have discussed all the things with the farmers. They could have taken consensus with all other stakeholders like the middlemen, the mandis, even in some cases consumers, and a consensus should have been brought by talking to even the corporates. They could have brought everyone on the same page and brought consensus, but they did not do that. In fact, they passed this bill in the middle of COVID, when they had closed all schools, colleges, everything, but they opened a parliament, they passed some other laws like labor law, etc., and they passed these farm reforms. Okay, and these were passed very hastily. The bill was passed with a voice vote.
Those in favor will please raise their hands and say aye. Those against will please raise their hands and say no. I think the ayes have it, the ayes have it, the ayes have it, the bill is passed. The bill is passed.
If they are such big reforms, then they should have been passed with a raise of hands, or actually having an electronic clicker to register who voted what, and then the deputy chairman of Rajya Sabha did not give a division of by how many votes this bill was passed. Okay, and then the farmers were not allowed to protest in COVID. And while the protests are happening, the farmers want the bills to be repealed. The bills can only be repealed in the parliament. They cannot happen outside. Okay, the government can only suspend it with their power. So now what government has done, I'm talking the malice that has been going around. Apart from the bills, the merits and demerits, what is the malice going around surrounding these bills? Okay, so now the government has said there will be no winter session, parliament session, so that means there won't be any discussion. While the government is allowing all the schools, colleges which were shut during the peak COVID and the parliament was on, now the colleges, malls, movie theaters, everything is open, but the parliament is shut. Okay, so this is the malice which is being happening. It is completely undemocratic. Okay, and when the farmers started protesting, it was a peaceful protest. They declared that this will be a peaceful protest and we'll be going to Delhi. What did the government do? The Haryana government, which is by the BJP ruled the same as center, they actually dug highways. Naxalites dug roads. The government doesn't dig their own national highways. Okay, so and to their own citizens, they did not allow them to enter the capital, while in fact the police, obviously by the orders of government, started throwing water cannons, tear gas shells, lathi charging, so many things which are against the basic human rights. Okay, this basically explains that there was so much malice, and then there was a propaganda. These people who are the farmers of our country, they were called as separatists, Khalistanis, and they started discrediting them by the national media, the Godi media, saying that these are no farmers, they are just coming there. You can see they are eating pizza, they are wearing jeans, and these farmers have been sitting in such a cold. I mean, some of you might be staying very close to Delhi, you might be knowing how cold it is right now in Delhi, and they are openly staying, sleeping on streets in such cold weather.